1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The overall energy, Geminis, of your reading is the Hierophant, the card for Taurus. So Taurus might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. But this is about traditional values, traditional morals. It's about groundedness, security, stability. It's a very spiritual card. And it also can signal marriage. So let's just keep reading and let's find out why this card is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, I have the 8 of Cups. It looks like you're turning your back on love, but you're walking towards something else. I don't know if this is temporary. I don't know if this is permanent. We've just gotten started. It has to do with the Hierophant, though. It has to do with either you're in a marriage that you're thinking of walking away from or are walking away from, or someone is walking away from it, or you're walking away because of the lack of the commitment, the marriage, or the security in a relationship. I just got to keep reading. Let's find out, Geminis. These are the 2 strongest energies in your whole reading. Up here next to the 8 of Cups and right above the Hierophant is the 8 of Wands. So that's a lot of communication. This is texts, emails. It can be video chat. It can be phone calls, which a lot of us forget about anymore. So this is communication through the airways, back and forth, back and forth. I feel like there was or is going to be or was a lot of communication about where is this relationship going. Are we going to advance in this relationship or not? I feel like you want to work on it. And a lot of this conversation is about whether or not they want to focus on the future, whether or not they want to build pentacles and move forward. I believe you did. And I believe that's why you had to have this conversation. This is really focusing on your future and building pentacles. But you were with somebody, and you can't do it alone. So I think you had a conversation about this. I think this whole conversation, it kind of hinges on whether or not somebody walks away here. So the walking away is like, I feel almost more like it's teetering or it's already happened. I have the Queen of Wands under the 8 of Cups and next to the Hierophant. This is the card, it's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But the Queen of Wands is a very passionate card. All cards are male or female. She's holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but this is also a staff of passion. So wherever the Queen of Wands puts her love, she puts her passion, and that's why there's a cat here, animals, gardens, there's a flower. So I feel like if you were to walk away, you're very passionate about whoever this is that you are thinking about and who you're talking to or are going to be having this conversation with. There's a lot of passion there, and you would really like for this relationship to move forward together. You don't really want a separation. So I have the Queen of Cups on the other side of the Hierophant and right under the 8 of Pentacles. So the Queen of Cups, this is water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. It's a very emotional, look at all the swirly waters around your feet. That's emotions. It's trying to get the answers to love questions. And so, yes, you do want to work on this relationship. It's right next to the Hierophant. I think you're wondering, whether or not they're on the same page or ever will be on the same page as far as moving forward in this relationship. So you're trying to figure out the love, trying to figure out whatever love questions you have, the answers are in that cup. So your mind is on this relationship. So this conversation has to happen. And it is about the energy of the Hierophant. So under the Queen of Wands is a 10 of Swords. So you're going to be able to put this whole issue to rest, and probably because of the conversation here. It might be by walking away. Let me just keep reading. The 10 of Swords, the end. the end of the pain, the end of the constant thoughts, the end of the mental stress and anxiety, the end of whatever you're going through at this moment about this relationship, and whether or not it can be grounded, and or whether or not you want to stay in a marriage, something around that genre there. I have the King of Swords next to the Ten of Swords and under the Hierophant. This is you, Gemini, because you're an air sign. So this is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But this is right under the Hierophant, right next to the Ten of Swords. I feel like you're putting your sword up. You're starting to put yourself in self-protection mode, and that's another reason for this conversation. Because I think that you feel that this is a lopsided relationship, and you're willing. You're very passionate about it. You're willing to put the work in, but I think you feel like they're not, in order to achieve a long-lasting relationship. That is a sword for truth and a sword for clarity. And I feel like you're just kind of going on guard, and you need to know that truth and clarity because you need to make a decision here. Wow. So this decision, whatever it is, will put an end to what you're going through right now. And it all comes from this conversation. I have the Three of Pentacles next to the King of Swords and under the Queen of Cups. So there you go. This is bickering. It's like not seeing eye to eye about Pentacles, which is security, stability, groundedness, commitment. So I feel like that there might be another energy associated, but this is the only card I have so far of another energy being involved. So right now I'm looking at this as if there's a little bit of bickering, a little bit of butting heads that goes on about where to take this relationship and how to take it forward. So wondering about the love, because you feel like if the love is there shouldn't be a problem. We will take out the second part of this reading. This is your clarifying card. Okay, the Hangman. Let's get the Hangman upside down the way he's supposed to be. Okay. I have the Four of Cups. Yeah. Excuse me. You're thinking about it looks like they come in with an offer. It's right next to the Knight of Cups, by the way. Sorry. It looks like they come in with an offer. And they're sincere about it, okay? Because this is the Knight of Cups. But you're not sure about it. You are like, I don't know. Because I feel like you're already kind of, you're on guard here with the King of Swords. You need to feel comfortable in accepting this cup. I don't think you accepted it first, but let me tell you something. They're offering to work on this relationship, and they're offering to do better, okay? This is sincere. This is a sincere love offer. This Knight of Cups is marching right towards the Ten of Cups. So this is telling me they are sincere. They do want to work on this. You're not quite believing it, but I think you just need a moment to think about it, or you need to get the rest of these conversations out about it. So you don't grab that cup right away. But they are sincere, and they are thinking that they are in love with you. There's an equal exchange of love going on. And what they're offering is, yeah, let's work towards a commitment here. And maybe even a family situation. Let's work towards grounding this relationship. Or let's stay in this relationship. If you're married, they want to stay in it. And you're just not sure about it. Because I have the Five of Wands under the Four of Cups and next to the Queen of Cups. So this is like mental stress, anxiety, confusion. You're all over the place. I think there was some arguing about, how to move forward, when, what it's going to look like, and whether to move forward. But I think you get it worked out here because I do have the Sun. And the Sun is next to all this confusion. The Sun is right under the Knight of Cups. And I think you're going to go ahead and decide that to stay in the relationship. The Sun is about fresh starts, new beginnings with lots of love, lots of joy. Also could be a child involved with the child here. Beautiful card in the tarot deck. So this is what the Knight of Cups is actually trying to offer. They enjoy being around you. You make them happy. And if they haven't been treating this relationship right, now they want to. I have the Page of Pentacles next to the Sun and under the Ten of Cups. Yeah, they're like, I do want to look towards the future, okay? This is the young stages, though. This is kind of them changing their mindset towards, looking at this relationship more grounded, more stable, more secure. Looking towards the future as if it's a crystal ball. And what they're thinking is, yeah, they think you could be a family, They think that this could be grounded and that this relationship could be saved. So they also are offering a pentacle. Under the Five of Wands and next to the Three of Pentacles, I have the Two of Cups. There's two people. The Four of Cups. Well, it's a soulmate. This is somebody you might have known since childhood, teenage years, or before. Might have met before along the way, or have been lovers since you were from high school or something. But this is the only cup that's allowed to have anything in it. Definitely a soulmate. There's a flower. It's very sweet. When they offer this cup, it is a sweet offer. And I feel like the two of you really do have a soulmate connection. I think this is an offer of peace, and this is an offer of love. So I see a lot of that around here. This is next to that Three of Pentacles, and under your confusion, you need to be convinced that they actually do love you, and that they actually do want to make this work. There has been some butting heads about that. I have the Queen of Pentacles next to the Four of Cups and under the Sun. So, here we are. Here's your fresh start. There's your new beginning. Lots of love and joy that they're offering, and I think you're going to take it because this is your reading, Gemini. And here's the Queen of Pentacles, male or female, which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. Now remember, the Hierophant surrounds the whole reading. That's Taurus. I just want to point that out. So, but it doesn't have to be Taurus. It doesn't even have to be an earth sign. But it is about the pentacle. This is what you've been looking at. This is the second largest pentacle in the whole deck. So this fresh start, new beginning has to do with this pentacle. They are offering, like I said, the pentacle. And it's from your soulmate. It's very sweet. It's very sincere. They love you. The Sun is full of love. So is the Six of Cups. So next to the Queen of Pentacles here is the Hangman. You have really, this is the card of enlightenment, first off. It's very spiritual. See, the head is all lit up. And it's like you feel like you've been stuck in this relationship and it wasn't going anywhere. And you've been seeking advice from the universe about what to do about this. Well, I think the communication is the best thing, and you are going to be doing it. You may even separate before the communication with this Eight of Cups being here. But it's enlightening us that they are actually going to offer a more secure and stable relationship. And, you're going to end up taking it and moving forward in this relationship. It is not a loss. It might feel like one at the moment, but it looks like things will be worked out. And then over here, I have the clarification card, and it's the Ten of Cups. This is wishes coming true. This is, this card goes right between the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Well, I feel like that you just haven't been able to, you've been feeling stuck, remember? I feel like that you haven't really truly been able to hand out the love, or they haven't been handing it out. They've been guarding it. Someone's been guarding the love. The love's sitting on a shelf here behind the figure. But you're going to break free from that, because I have the Ten of Cups, and I have the Sun, and I have the Six of Cups. So it's going to be worked out. It lands right on the Eight of Pentacles and right on the Four of Cups. So I think you are going to end up accepting this sincere offer that they're coming in with, and you will be able to move forward with this person. So Geminis, it's not, it's like a bump in the road, and it probably feels more serious than that, and it is serious. But I think without this conversation, it would not work out. I think all this talking is really going to help, and they will come forward with what you need in this relationship, and I think they're going to figure out they need it too.